Thank you, that was fun. It felt a little forced, but it was fun, wasn't it? Sorry, I love this. This is the only job where you can come out and just go, ah! You can't do that just anywhere in life, you know? Can't do that at the airport or anything. Just getting out of the body scanner, ah! You didn't find it, you know? That doesn't go over well. But for comedy, it works. Thank you all for coming out on a Sunday. It's great. There's a lot going on down here. I didn't know. I was running late because the show started at 6, and I knew it started at 6, but yesterday started at like 7, and I don't know. I was like, I got dressed, but I was in my hotel room. I was just watching the football game, and finally Landry texted me, and he goes, "Are you dead?" And I go, "No," and he's like, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm on my way." And then I drove here as fast as I could, and they're like doing some big concert over there. I don't know who's playing, but everyone and their daughters are over there. And so there's no parking. I looped around twice, and I'm like, I gotta get to the show. So I parked in the disabled spot out front. And so don't call that in, all right? I think everyone was here that was gonna be here, so if you see a white Nissan Altima, why don't you just be cool about it, all right? It's an emergency, sir. I have to talk to a group. I like it. I like Oklahoma on a Sunday. It feels closed, you know? It just feels shut down. I got up this morning and I was trying to look for a place to eat, and they're all like, "No, dude, no." I mean, there's a few open, but a lot of the best ones, they were like closed. Like this place is run by Chick-fil-A or something. Like where I live, Chick-fil-A is the only one that's closed on Sunday. That and the post office, and then they're like, here. It's like, no, every place that looks delicious that you want to eat is closed. So I ended up eating at the Waffle House, the one over by the Greyhound bus station, and that looks like it's straight out of a Steinbeck novel out there. Good. I saw Lenny, the Mice and Men, everybody. Like, these aren't like regular, these are like, whoa, you're from like the Depression. Like, it's not like modern, I don't have a place to live. This is like old-timey, like, I think you ride the rails, I think. Like, that is, I almost wanted to like hang out and just tell me your stories, you know? It was interesting. Yeah, there's people selling puppies out of a truck. It's a real showdown. I'm not making that up, by the way. Because I missed the turn, and then I saw everyone getting off at the Greyhound bus stop. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And then I look over here, and they're just selling puppies out of the back of a truck. And it didn't look like a legal operation. It looked like a sign they could take down real quick. Pack it up. They're here. They know about the puppies. And they line. It was just a line. I don't know what was going on that street. But it was nice. Yeah, I've had a good time. I think I've been through Oklahoma 5 or 6 times now. I came from Tulsa. I had a good time over there. You guys are a little nosy, though. I'll say that. You never let a hello just be a hello. It's always like, hey, where are you from? And oh no, I'm just getting a coffee. You know, like this doesn't need to be something. People are real hung up on my name out here too. Every part, they can't let it go. Zoltan. Do you know how many people I've had laugh in my face the last... Checked into this hotel, Zoltan. Man. Have you seen Jude Where's My Car? And I was like, yeah, I saw that movie. Is that where you got the name from? No, is that how young I look? Like, that movie's 20 years old. Do you think I'm 20 years old? Or are you assuming that I watched that movie and quickly ran to City Hall and changed my name to Zoltan because he was the king of the nerds in a movie barely anybody watched? So many. Even I landed in Tulsa late on Wednesday night. There's like nobody there. I had to go rent a car. There's nobody in line to rent the car. It's just me and the lady, and that conversation couldn't have taken longer to get the car. Just give me the keys. Just give me the keys. Most airports, you don't even have to talk to anybody. You just get in a car and leave. It's all done through the app, but the smaller airports are like, no, we want the locals to get to know you. And so I'm talking to this person, very nice, by the way, but just we're not moving, you know? It's, wow, all right, I felt like I was on the shift with her. Like, oh, when are you clocking out? Let's get some coffee. Yeah, let's keep this going. But I remember she looked at my ID and she's like, Zoltan? And I was like, uh-huh. And she's like, you like that name? I guess I've gotten used to it. I've never been asked that before. 38 years of having this name. I've never had someone look at me and go, you like that name? I mean, I guess. I don't know. Kind of feels like me and the name are one and the same at this point. And she's like, yeah, I got 3 kids. None of them like their names. And I was like, oh, you know, give them some time. Maybe they'll grow into it, you know. But yeah, everyone had something to say. And I finally got the rental car, got to the hotel. And it was late on a Wednesday. It was already 11:30. Nothing was open. So I had to Uber Eats Wingstop. That's what I did at Uber Eats Wingstop. I never had Wingstop before. I've seen them around, but I've never had it. I don't know if you guys eat it, but that's the saltiest meal I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I'm still thirsty. Like, I normally have a beer on stage. That is the saltiest meal. And I'm Hungarian. I'm used to some salt, all right? I'm used to some salt and some butter and some saturated fats, but this, I couldn't finish it. I was raised to finish meals. I didn't even order that much food. I just got 3 chicken strips and an order of seasoned fries, and halfway through, I'm like, I can hear my heartbeat. Like, I go just gunk, 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 and I'm like, can we get RFK on this? Like, can someone give him a ring-a-ding and go, hey, can you lay off Tylenol for 2 minutes and go see why Wingstop's trying to kill us? I think Wingstop's trying to kill us all. My heart was beating in my ears. I didn't know it could get up there. But, no, we've had a good time. Everyone's been very nice and sweet. Went and checked out the Bob Dylan Museum while I was in Tulsa. That was really cool. I didn't know he had a museum over there. And I also went there and then I found out he's not dead. Did you guys know that? He's alive and well. And they have a museum. I think that's kind of disrespectful, right? Isn't that rude? It's kind of rude. Like, let him die first. Like, that's rude. What if he shows up and he's like, hey, I'm still alive? And they're like, yeah, but you're done, right? Like, you're... You're not working on anything, are you? We just wanted to get to it, you know? But yeah, I learned a lot about Bob Dylan. I watched the movie with Timothy Chalamet. That's where I learned a lot. And then I got to go to the museum, which was really cool, very informative. He played all genres of music. He played folk, and then everyone hated him because he got an electric guitar. I had no idea that people that like folk music are practically Amish. I had no idea. But all he did was he came out with an electric guitar. Bling. Like, can you imagine? That's how easy it was to upset people back in the day. All you had to do was plug in, and they're like, look at him using electricity. How dare he? But he played all different genres of music. He eventually got into gospel. He ended up in the, I read on a plaque, like in the 80s, I think he got into gospel. He got religious in the 80s because he did a show in San Diego where I live, and someone threw a crucifix on the stage, and he saw it. And later that week, he joined an evangelical church, and he got religious. And I was like, man, he was really impressionable. Like that. Thank God that person threw a crucifix. Like, he could have... What if he threw anything else? And he's like, someone throws a bra up there, I'm going to open a strip club. I think that's my calling. But someone threw a crucifix. He's like, I need to get right with the Lord. I think that's what I need. So, no, it's cool. I like learning about people. I like to be informed. I like to stay busy because I don't want to turn on the TV. Because every time I turn on the TV, I'm like, oh, all right. You ever try to take a week off from the news because it's too much, and then you try to jump back in, and then you're like, I'm too far behind. Like, we live in a day and age where too much happens too quickly, and then you're just like, I don't like this. You're like, what? It makes me feel like you ever watch a show with your wife, and then you leave on a road trip, and then she goes like 4 episodes ahead of you, and then you come back, and you're like, I'll just catch up, just watch. And then you're like, I can't do this anymore. Who the hell is that? What happened to her? She's dead? Oh my God, I missed that. Like, so much goes on. Like, we have aliens. Did you know that? Like, the government has fully confirmed that there are aliens, and that's great. By the way, listen to the response that just got. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even that much. It was just aliens. Isn't that it? Like, for 70 years, the government's been like, no aliens. No, remember Area 51, Roswell, all that stuff? They found UFOs, and they're like, no, we didn't find anything. And the reason they did that is because they didn't want, like, mass hysteria. They thought if they told us about the aliens, that we're going to, like, burn down City Hall, and chaos would erupt. And now, years later, they told us, yeah, aliens are real. And we're just like, yeah, I could see that. It's almost like they waited for the news on Earth to be so insane that dropping that news, we're like, yeah, I don't know, maybe they can help. I don't know. Maybe they can come down and give us a little wisdom. It was crazy. I watched the they had a congressional hearing over these this UFO story specifically that happened off the coast of Yemen. Apparently, we had some military stuff out there, and it was a no-fly zone, and this UFO flew through a no-fly zone because they don't know about no-fly zones. They don't know what that is. They're not from here, so they just drove through a school zone speeding when they shouldn't have. And the cops were like, "Hey, you can't speed here." You're like, "I don't live here. I don't know about it." So they zipped through, and the military locked on it, and they shot a missile at it, like one of our best missiles, like one of the, I don't know missiles. I'm not one of those people. You know those people that do know? You know? Like, they're just random people, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a Tomahawk JF-6 Hellcat. It goes 500 mph nautical miles, and it explodes on smell. Like, it's... And you're like, oh my God, why do you know that? Are you? Do you have like a military background? You're like, oh no, I'm just a psychopath. That's all. I'm just a complete lunatic. That's all, and I know too much about missiles, and they call them that too, missiles. But yeah, no, we shot like our best missile at it, and we hit it, and it just went, hey, and it kept. It didn't even, like, interrupt it. I don't think they even spilled their drinks in there. Like, it just bounced and kept going. And I'm like, man, why would you shoot it? Like, why would you? Oh, my God, I think it's an alien. Shoot it. What? You idiot. And then these military people are, like, telling the Congress people, like, what's going on. You know, like, the military people, they're, like, the higher-end guys. They know all the words. They know all the stuff. And they're trying to explain it. And they're like, oh, yeah, we didn't know how the propulsion was propulsing out of the, you know, all the big words, the latitude and the longitude and the propulsion was, and I hate it when they talk like that, because it's like, you're talking to us, man. We didn't go to that college. We don't know those words. Like, talk to me. Also, those congressmen, they're not geniuses either. We elected them. Like, we voted for people that related to us. What a mistake. And then talk to them like you're talking to us. Don't be like, oh, the propulsion. Just be like, hey, we don't know how it got going, but it got going pretty good, all right? You know how you're on the freeway and you're like, whoa, and then someone's like, wah! Like, it was like that. But yeah, I don't know. The military people were very scared when they were talking to Congress. They're like, we have no defenses against anything they could do, and we have nothing that can hurt them. And then the whole, like, tone of the conversation felt like these aliens could attack us. And it's like, why would we even assume that? Why would we think that? And I thought about it, I'm like, oh my God, that's because that's what we would do. That's what humans would do. If we landed on Mars and we saw a little neep, 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 we'd be like, That's who we are. We're scared animals. We're terrified of everything, and we want to kill it and then go, oh, I think it was fine all along. That's who we are. That's who we are. I'm no different. That's who we are. That's who I am in my house. I'm just a dumb caveman. That's who I am. And my wife will be like, ah, and I'm like, whoa. And she'll be like, ah. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And then my wife's like, ah. And I'm like, that's what these aliens got to deal with. Just a bunch of dum-dums, you know? And we all, I don't know, I see the news, we all look dumb. I just saw Mark Sanchez, the quarterback. I don't know if you know that guy. He doesn't play football anymore. He's a sports analyst for Fox. And he got drunk, and he got into a fight with his Uber Eats driver, and then his Uber Eats driver stabbed him. So he went to I don't know, this is a weird place for you guys to find out this information. But I turned on the news. This is what I saw. I got alerts on my phone. Mark Sanchez has been stabbed. And I'm like, oh, that poor guy. And then they're like, and he's been arrested. I'm like, man, you get arrested for getting stabbed nowadays? Like, dude, I'm way behind on the news. And then I read the article. I'm like, oh, he tried to fist fight his Uber Eats driver. Man, that's a level of intoxicated I've never been, you know? When someone's bringing me food that I asked for, and I'm like, why? And by the way, I've met a few Uber Eats drivers. I assume all of them have knives. Why would you mess with that guy? That guy's bringing you a sandwich at 2 a.m. He's got a knife. Maybe don't start an issue with that guy. Man, I'm glad my life is just more my life's all about peace. We try to just be more comfortable. That's all we're going for. My wife and I finally got a high-end mattress. That was our latest purchase. We've never spent a lot of money on mattresses. We've always been like in the $200 to $400 range on a mattress. You know, like you go on like a Wayfair type of thing, and they're like, it's some brand you've never heard of. Oh, I didn't know Chiquita made a mattress. The Banana Company? They make mattresses now. I didn't know that. And they're like, yeah, $200 on Wayfair. So I order it. My poor mailman has to drag in this giant box. And then I cut it open, and it breathes to life. Like, it comes like vacuum packed, and then you got to cut it open. It just breathes to life. And then my wife's like, it says here, if we don't like it, we can send it back. And I'm like, how are we gonna pack that bag up? Like, even if I called all my friends, we couldn't wrestle that bag into the box. I don't think we can just hook the Dyson to it and vacuum that out. I think that's our mattress. And none of those mattresses were any good. They always, like, I think I've gotten to the age, my wife's doing all right, but I've gotten to the age where if I sleep on a bad mattress, I can't stand up straight. And I just I walk through like this. And then when people talk to me, I'm like, huh? Like, it's a this situation. And then when I drive, you just can't check your blind spots. You're just... How bad do we gotta get there? Let's go. Let's do a quick little one of these. We're changing lanes. But no, we went and got a Tempur-Pedic, one of those Tempur-Pedic mattresses with that's what I'm talking about. By the way, that's how you know that's my audience, that I mentioned a mattress brand and someone went, woo! I love my audience. My audience would always rather be laying down. If given the option of something and the other option is laying down, you guys are like, ooh. And I'm right there with you. But yeah, we went in to get this good mattress, and the sales lady was really good, because really we didn't want any of the upgrades. We didn't want any of they have so many, I didn't even know what they had to offer. And then they eventually showed it all to us, and we're like, yeah, we're taking everything you have. We spent so much, I'm going to be paying off this credit card for the rest of my life for how much this we got the mattress, but then there's a whole other kit. Like, we pretty much bought a hospital bed. That's what we bought. We got a remote with the That's how we wake up now. We're in bed, my wife and I look at each other, and she's like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh." That's how we wake up. It's ridiculous. It's insane. Sometimes, like, we got the thing, and I was watching a van life video on YouTube. This guy who lives in, like, a van from 1985, and I'm like, "Oh, man, wouldn't it be fun to do that?" And my wife's like, "No, it wouldn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, we've gone too soft. We don't have what it takes anymore." But no, the mattress is great. It like vibrates. It has megahertz or something. There's speakers in it. I had to hook it to my Wi-Fi. My mattress is hooked to my Wi-Fi, and it can play music through it, and then you feel the vibration of the music. And I was like, yeah. I guess Metallica's "And Justice for All" album did have bass in it. You know, there is a little something in there. I feel it. And there's another one called Zero G where it lifts your feet and your head, so then you're just like kind of like your feet are above your heart rate, and that's supposed to be the most comfortable anyone can ever be. And it's ridiculous. I can't take my wife seriously, like when we're in that position. Because we were in that position, I said something that annoyed her, and she started getting mad at me, and I just started laughing. And she's like, "Don't laugh at me." I'm like, "I can't. You look dumb. Like, your feet are above your heart level. You can't take anyone seriously when their feet are above their heart level." But I also don't want to like rip on her too hard because she always has the remote control for this new mattress, and sometimes I like to sleep on my belly, and I don't want to be down there, and she's like, "Zero G," and I'm like, "Hey, wait a second. I'm so sorry." I feel like that could also happen. Oh, man. She's great. It's so nice to be here. It's my second time here at this club, and it's awesome. I love coming to Tulsa. I've been here multiple times, and you guys have like a real cool downtown, and you chose not to put the club there, which is real fun, cool downtown. And you're like, "Well, where do we put the comedy club?" There's a strip mall near the hospital. That's where fun happens. That's where we do it. There's a strip mall next to a kava and a DoubleTree and a big hospital. A lot of sick people go there, and we need comedy right here. And it's great. You can feel it, right? You can feel they sold like mattresses here or something. You can, like, before, this wasn't always a comedy club. This was, they used to sell a recliner. There was someone in a Lazy Boy, like right there. I'm like, "I don't know. Yeah, let's get it." You know? That's why I like comedy. They just stick it wherever, you know? That's why I like it. I don't know if any of you were here last time I was here, but it was New Year's Eve. Yeah! Were you here for that? Were you here? Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Were you here when the countdown was all messed up? Yeah, that was awesome. So I did the countdown. It was like there's a professional sound person here, but he took New Year's Eve off. So they just had a guy that looked like he has trouble sending emails. And then he's like, "I'm going to handle the technics." That's what he called it. And I'm like, "That's not a good sign." And he goes, "Yeah, so what we're going to do is right when the countdown starts, we're going to lower the screen, and then we're going to live stream the countdown. You count down with the audience." I'm like, "That's so cool. What a fun way to bring in the new year." And it comes time, and it takes him a while to get the thing down. And it finally comes down, and then he doesn't have it queued up. So we just have a live shot of his desktop as he's like moving the cursor over to Internet Explorer, and I'm like, "Oh boy." And I didn't know watching someone on the computer could be like a DUI check, but I think he had slipped into the juice, if you know what I mean. He was typing in YouTube, and he put in the www part, and I was like, this ain't gonna be good. And we were like trying to help him. I'm like, "Is there a young person somewhere? Help this man." Nobody was around. It was just, and we watched him, and they finally found a video. and he put it on, and it was the live stream from Australia of last year's. It was like 2023's New Year's. It wasn't even the right year, and it was off, and we missed. And it was exactly how you would expect a New Year's Eve countdown to go in a strip mall. Like, you know, like you're like, not to plan. That's not how. We all made mistakes. That's why we're here. You know. Look at that old school shirt with the cat licking its butt. That's a fan right there. How are you? Thank you. This is very nice. I always love coming to Tulsa's weird. I've never really gotten the vibe of it. You guys are like conservative, but you're not. There's like cowboy hats and then like a big gay community, and it's like you guys got an artsy downtown, and the rest of it is just churches, and then dispensaries, and it's just like everyone's like, do what you want here, whatever you want, just come on in. I like it. I'm all into it. I like what you're doing. You guys have very short on-ramps. It's always fun, you know? Hey, you want to get on the freeway? There's a yield sign with the shortest on-ramp of all time. You got to be a trained pilot to take off on one of these. You got a short runway, dude. You better get that rented Nissan Altima up to snuff. You really cheaped out at Hertz, didn't you? Well, see what it got you? Everyone's running a Hemi out here, and they're up to 80 mph, and you're over at just trying to slip in. But yeah, staying over at the Holiday Inn, or not the Holiday Inn, the DoubleTree. That's the one where they give you a cookie. Which, how have other businesses not adopted this procedure? Give me a cookie, you know? Give it just, how awesome is that? Because it's not a great hotel, but you kind of shut up about it because you're eating a cookie, all right? They give you a cookie, you go in, the rooms are kind of beat up. It's been there for a while, everything's kind of loose. You're like, what's that stain? And then, but you have a delicious cookie, and you're like, well, shut up. Nom, nom, nom. I think every business should do that. How is like the check-in counter at Spirit Airlines not just a giant stack of cookies? Go, here you go, shut up. Shut up, eat this cookie. Eat this cookie, you got a $2 flight, you get what you get. Every business should do that. It was very awkward. I came in late on Wednesday. I have to fly in a day early into towns because all of my flights have been delayed this year. And so I can't fly day of, so I came in early, landed late. Are you comfortable? All right. Jeez. Is everyone good? You get that right butt cheek away from that left butt cheek just far enough. Not leaning on that hemorrhoid. We got that figured out. That was like we rehearsed it. You know? I hope no one can hear this. I want everyone to be comfortable. Hey, you finished my YouTube video. Thank you so much. I am personally very proud of you. You know how to finish things you start. There's plenty more videos on my channel to watch if you haven't seen them already. Also, I'm on the road all the time, so come catch me live. Go to zoltancomedy.com to see my tour schedule. You can buy tickets through there. And only buy tickets through my website, because there's scammers now that are upcharging people for tickets that aren't even good, that won't even get you in. Complete ripoffs. So only go to zoltancomedy.com. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Hey, how's it going? We're here. It's Sunday night. It's happening. Look at us. It feels like a Sunday, doesn't it? You can just tell the sun is still out. I can feel it. You guys just came from your backyards. And you're like, I guess we better get dressed. You're like, what time is it? The show starts at 6. Man, all right. I just woke up. Well, here we are. I love it. Funny Bone. We're at the mall. This is where it's going down. This is where all the funny bones are. They're at the mall. I love it. This is America. You know, like, if you had to describe America in 3 images, it's like bald eagle, pickup truck, comedy club at the mall. Like, I don't know how they do it in the rest of the world, but that's how we do it here in the States. I love it. Hello to everyone way up high. That seems a little overkill. Good Lord, that's up there. Did they have to make it that high? What? Was this always a comedy club? This used to be one of those like indoor skydiving places that they're like, oh, they went out of business. We got to refurbish. Hello. I'll make sure to perform big so you can see me. So nice to be here. I know we're not in Cincinnati. We're in Liberty Township, which, I gotta be honest, sounds like a gated community. That sounds like all are not welcome. I will say that. Is your name on the list? Well, you're not seeing Bill. All right? Get on out of here with your shanty car. And I don't know. This is my first time here, but I thought I was going to Cincinnati. And they kept calling it Liberty Township, and I'm like, that's fine. Yeah, it's the suburb of. And then I got here and I looked up, because tomorrow morning I have like a 5 a.m. flight out of the Cincinnati one. And then I looked at the map and I'm like, I am not in Cincinnati. That is almost an hour drive I have tomorrow. Wow, I picked a hell of a flight, didn't I? I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. Thank God the show's at 6. All right. I gotta take my melatonin gummy at 9, and I gotta be unconscious. Oh man, you know, I had a good day. I was talking to your host in the green room, and she was like, "Where are you coming in from?" And it took 5 seconds. I was like, and I was just there for 3 days straight, and I'm like, and I looked to her for help, and she's like, I don't know where you came from. And I was like, Fort Wayne. That's where I was, Fort Wayne. Have you been? Are you from?
I got tickets to see you in Fort Wayne and here.
And you saw me over there? And here? Oh no, you didn't see me over there. This was, okay. So wow. That is a very mature decision. I like that. I've never done that where I bought a ticket to a concert somewhere over there and you're like, dying, they're coming closer. I'll do this. I'm glad that worked out. I'm really glad. I don't know if you guys have been to Fort Wayne, but I just spent 3 days there and I'm going to talk about it for a little bit. I know it's 3 hours away because I just drove it. Not a lot of interstate between here and there. Just a 2-lane road and corn. And just a lot of people driving real close, but they won't pass you. That's what I had. I had someone just driving real close, and I'm like, just go ahead and pass. I even moved over a little. Come on around. He's like, no, this is where I like it. I just want you to see my eyes through your rear view mirror. It got to the point where I'm like, is he following me from Fort Wayne? Like, is this... But yeah, Fort Wayne's interesting. It's not a big town. It's very small. A lot of churches, even more strip clubs, which is off-putting. It's a noticeable amount. Like when I landed Wednesday night, super late. I'm driving from the airport to the hotel, no freeway. I'm going down a neighborhood street to get to the downtown from the airport. I'm like, and I could tell tomorrow's trash day. That's how much of a neighborhood. Everyone had their cans out. I'm like, tomorrow's trash day. And I got to an intersection and it said Showgirls 3. And I saw that and I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, why can't they have one? You know? And apparently they have 3 girls working at that one. And that's all I thought about it. And the next day I got a tour of Sweetwater, which is like a giant guitar. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Have you been there? What's that?
I was there yesterday.
All right, dude. That is a long drive and nothing to get to that spot. That's a guitar fan right there. If you don't know what Sweetwater is, it's like an Amazon distribution center for instruments. It's all guitar. It's huge. It's awesome. Did you go down the slide? Yeah. Oh, dude. It's open to the pub. Obviously open to the. They let us in. But they have all this cool stuff that's also for the employees. Like they have a doctor in there for them. They got a salon. They got a full restaurant. And it's for the employees, and it's also open to the public. And they have a slide that goes from the second deck. It's like this. Like imagine if there was a slide that just dropped. That's what they had. And when I showed up, there's the guy who gave me the tour. He saw me eyeballing the slide. And he's like, you can go down the slide if you want. And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, go for it. And it felt weird because there's one little girl who just kept doing the slide. And it just didn't, I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, nah, we all go do it. So I went up there and did it. I don't know if you've been on a slide recently, but you'll turn into an 8-year-old like that. Like at the top, you're like, this is dumb. I shouldn't do this. And then it's just, whee! Like it comes right out of you. You're like, I'm 8 again. Whee! And I came down. And then you get shot at the bottom and you're in a cafeteria. Like that's... So it's weird because you get shot out and I just came off a slide energy and then you're just there and people are just eating chicken. And then you come off like, all right. It's like a weird... But I enjoyed it. I love Sweetwater. But on the way to Sweetwater, I was at an intersection and I saw Showgirls 1, and I was like, oh, it's a franchise. I didn't know it was a chain, And then on the other side, it was like Belinda's Exotic Dancer, and I was like, what? This is too many. Because I'm like, how many people are in this town? And I Googled it, and it was less than 300,000. It's like 260,000 people. And they have too many churches and too many strip clubs. It feels like it's a battle for the town. All right? That's what it feels like. It feels like the church is like, get in here, we can get you into heaven. And the strip clubs are like, oh, come on, hell ain't that bad. And I told the townspeople this. I told them this. I was like, there's only 260,000 people in this town, and there's so many churches, so many strip clubs. Some of you are going to both, all right? It doesn't make sense for both of these to exist without some of you double dipping, all right? Some of you are double dipping. And it made me wonder if anyone ever walked into the wrong building like they were dressed for the other one, but they showed up. Show up with a suit and tie in the Bible, and you're like, oh dear, I went into the wrong one. It's like the gif of Abe Simpson going in. Remember that? And he sees Bart, and you're like, oh, and there's my hat, and I'm out of here. But I had a good time. It was I had a really eventful weekend. I called 911 this weekend. I was a part of I'm okay. I was adjacent to an emergency. They put me in a nice hotel that had valet parking, so you have to wait. And so I was waiting for my car with the valet driver. The other guy was getting the car, and like a lady fell, like an elderly lady fell, and she hit her head. So everyone ran over, and then I ran over too. And you ever run to like an emergency? And then you get there and you're like, what the hell did I come over here for? You ever get, because I got there and I realized I have no skills. I don't have EMS training. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Am I supposed to lift her legs? Why am I here? I just joined the other people and we just did this to this sweet lady who's just like, I have fallen. And we're like, yep, you are down there, aren't you? And so I very quickly realized I don't know anything, and then I'm like, you should do something. I'm like, I'll call the ambulance. And so I pull out and I call 911, and while I'm calling, I'm like, I don't think I've ever done this before. It was kind of exciting. And I don't know if you guys have ever called 911, but I didn't know this. They don't pick up right away. I don't know, I had like a solid 8 to 10 rings before someone picked up. You guys don't seem shocked by this. Like, you call 911 a lot? Like, it rang so much that I remember I looked to make sure I dialed the right number. I was like, did I hit 2 9s or something? How is it still? Because the people around the lady are looking at me like, are you calling? I'm like, they haven't picked up. I'm like, oh, we picked the wrong guy for the phone, And it was like 10. I thought they would like half a ring, and someone would be like, "Yeah, what?" Like a jealous spouse. Where are you? Like just that. That's what I was expecting. Half a ring. Where have you been? And it wasn't. It was like 10 rings, and then just a very calm person, just like, "Hey," and I'm like, "No, we need an ambulance." And I filled them in on what happened, and then they keep asking you more questions. I thought it'd be done. I'm like, I gave you the address. I told you, send it, And they're like, oh, well, I need more information. How old is the woman? And I'm like, you can't I gotta just guess her age out loud in front of everybody. And because I remember I was looking, and I'm like, I can't go with my first guess, but I also don't want to be wrong, I can't go, 100? Like, I can't. You can't do that. Well, why don't I guess her weight while I'm at it? You want me to do that? I'm going to guess wrong twice. This lady's going to nip up to her feet and beat me up in front of everybody. She's fine. Never mind. I guessed the age wrong. But then they're like, all right, we're sending an ambulance. And then they didn't hang up or say, see you later. They just kind of stopped talking to me. So then I'm over there like, hello? And there's just no one there. There's no dial tone. It's like I'm still on the call, but they're just like, hello? Hello? And then people around me are like, are they coming? And I'm like, I think so. I think I did it. And then while we're waiting, my car shows up. Like, the valet driver brought my car. And I had to go. I had to go do my show. I don't know if you've ever left an emergency before, but it's awkward. I'm like, I gotta go. See you later. And I waved to the people. I have to go. I don't know how you politely leave an emergency. And I just remember being in the car going, I don't know if I handled that right. I don't know. But it was she's better. The family was staying at the hotel, so I got the 411. She's doing all right. I know you guys were worried. I know some of you are like, wow, he makes up such tall tales. This is a true story that happened to me. I just want to be better, I also want to be happy for people. When do you mature to that level where you can just be happy for someone? You just watch someone be happy and successful and you're like, yeah, but you mean it? When does that happen? Because I fake it all the time. Whoa! You won again! Wow! Look at you keep winning, It's just hard. I want to change that about me. I actively try to fight it. What happened? Taylor Swift got engaged to Travis Kelce. Yeah, and I saw it on my phone, and my initial tongue was... And why? Why? Those people never did anything to me. All they did was find love with another person. They found someone to match with, and they're like, will you be my partner for life? And then they posted their, and I'm like, what an awful... I don't think Taylor Swift has ever done anything to anybody. I'm not a Swiftie. I don't know her stuff, but she's so famous that if she was ever mean to anyone, it would be a huge story. And it's never come out. I think she just might be a nice person that likes to come out and play a guitar and go, hey, this is a song. You know her stuff. This is, hey. And Travis Kelce, I like his brother better. He has if you don't know, he has another brother, and he seems more likable. I don't know. He just seems more down to earth, just like a nice guy, whatever. They have a podcast. And Travis Kelce just seems like he bumped his coach. Remember that Super Bowl? He chest bumped Andy Reid's 108, and he chest bumped. For all I know, Travis Kelce's the one that knocked over that old lady in Fort Wayne. I don't know. I looked after the fact. But to me, Travis Kelce's a little bit of a, and here comes Taylor Swift. And I'm like, but why can't they have happiness? Why can't I be happy for them? It's because they're doing better than me. All right? It's because they're both doing better than me, and I'm tired of it. All right? But I want them to be happy. People are like, oh, I can't wait for them to break up. Can you imagine the songs? And it's I look forward to her music if they just stay together. Just to how those change. My parents are coming over Saturday. Keep your day free. Sorry, I had to say that stuff. That response was the right response. That was an awful joke. That's the only song of hers I know, but it's catchy. But who knows? Maybe she'll fix him, Maybe with the nice songs like "Don't Hit the Elderly," and then he'll change. Or it'll be the other way, she'll go to the dark, like the end of Grease or something. Remember that? Remember the end of Grease? He shows up all preppy, and she'll just be like Olivia Newton-John, just in black leather. Either way, we should be interested to see how it all pans out. Thank you. Some of those people, you're enjoying that. Some people are eating cheeseburgers. I love it. Comedy at the mall. I'm gonna go to the arcade after this and see a movie. I love it. But yeah, I'm trying. I just want to be, I'm ready to be, I think I gotta mature, you know? I want to get better control of my emotions. That's an adult move, where you can be in control of your emotions. I don't know how to do it. Like, I either confrontations, I either don't react or I overreact. I'm never in the right amount of react. You know? I'm either like, huh? Or I'm like, I'll murder your family. Like, I don't know how to do the in-between one. And that's important. That's really important. I've had 2 examples of situations where I've gone different directions. Like most recently, I blew up. We were in San Diego. My wife was driving. We were downtown. We were going to our favorite coffee shop. And parking's tough down there. But she found a spot. There's an open spot. There's a car parked here, and there's an open spot. So she swooped in. As soon as she swooped in, this car started honking at her. And another car pulled up, and they both started honking. And my wife's like, what's going on? I'm like, we're about to kill some people. That's what's going on. And I was getting all prepped. And she's like, calm down. I'm like, I will not calm down. This is war. And you know what got me is they're horning at you, which is already, for men, you're like, well, get your battle shield on. We're about to, the police are coming. And what really got me is I looked in the rear view with the horning, and the second car was a white Cadillac. And the reason that bothers me is because I grew up poor in the trailer park, and I'm not poor anymore, but that's my insecurity. I feel like people could smell it on me. So I just remember they're horning, and I saw the Cadillac, and I'm like, I'm not poor anymore. And my wife was like, what? And I'm like, let's go. And she's like, why don't you calm down? And I remember the guy came up to yell, and she rolled the window down. I'm like, I'll kill your family. And she's like, hey! And apparently what this car behind us was trying to do, this car was trying to save his spot and that open spot for the Cadillac, which, you can't do that. What fantasy world do you live in? Downtown in a major city? You can't do that. And then, so my wife just played dumb. My wife's like, what's going on? And the guy's like, I was trying to, that spot, I was gonna, and she's like, but you were stopped. And he's like, yeah, but I was, the spot was gonna be for that car. And he's like, oh, so you were trying to save this spot for your friend? Like, this is a high school cafeteria? And you should have seen that guy's face drop, and he went, oh. He walked up, and I'm like, yeah, that was a lot better than my plan. That was, I thought, that's so much better. I don't know. Hey, you finished my YouTube video. Thank you so much. I am personally very proud of you. You know how to finish things you start. There's plenty more videos on my channel to watch if you haven't seen them already. Also, I'm on the road all the time, so come catch me live. Go to zoltancomedy.com to see my tour schedule. You can buy tickets through there, and only buy tickets through my website, because there's scammers now that are upcharging people for tickets that aren't even good, that won't even get you in. Complete rip-offs. So only go to zoltancomedy.com. And thank you so much for watching my videos.